Miss Transformers 96 here with another video review, this time of the comparison from the Tron toys to the Tron movie that just came out this Friday. Okay, if I sound a little bit different, it's because I am sick when I'm doing this review, but, I really wanted to get this one out, so even though I was sick, I decided to do it anyway, because the movie came out and I really wanted to do the comparison with all of them. So, okay, I saw the movie. I've seen it twice now. I saw it at midnight, opening night at the Cine Capri, and then I saw it yesterday, or no, the day before yesterday, just in 3D. Okay, well, first of all, if you want to see this movie, I recommend that you don't see it in 3D and see it in Cine Capri or IMAX or something like that, because there's really nothing in 3D. Yeah, usually 3D movies, there's usually just really not much that's in 3D, and this one's the same, there's not much that's in 3D, so yeah, so I definitely recommend seeing it on a big screen of the Cine Capri or IMAX. So very cool, so the figures, okay, so I have the Blackguard and Rinsler, both in deluxe and 3 3/4 inch scale. In the movie, Rinsler he was Tron, just to tell you, because all the similarities with the T in the middle, him having 2 identity discs, and being this most skilled person in the Tron universe, and he did end up being Tron, so yeah, so, things were confirmed that he was Tron. It was pretty cool. Oh, and just to let you know, I'm going to be spoiling a lot of the movie in this review, so if you haven't seen it yet, just go see the movie sometime, and then after you watch the movie, come back and watch this. But in Tron, he was the villain for pretty much all the movie until the end, where he actually just moved his jet, or whatever it was called, and just smashed it into Clue's jet, and he woke up, Clue went and took one of the batons away from him, and just flew away on a ship from the baton. Then he floated, crashed in the water, and then his lights kind of went out, and then came back onto blue to kind of show that he's changed sides. So yeah, so that was very interesting, pretty cool. One thing about the Blackguard is the elbows having holes in the elbows. I said in my review of him I didn't know what that was all about and everything. I did get one comment, maybe two, I think it was just one comment, that said that the batons fit in his elbows, and so yeah, so I tried that out, and it just fit in one, but it didn't seem to fit in the other, so I kind of thought, oh well, maybe he's right, but I really don't think so. And then in the movie, because I saw the movie, in one scene they did have the batons in their elbows, and then once I came home that night, I went and tried it again and switched the batons this time into each one, and it did fit in both of his elbows. The scene that they used him in was when they were about to jump out the window of that place, and the jets formed around them all with the batons on their elbows. So yeah, so that was very cool. I was surprised that they really had them. So yeah, one thing that was a little disappointing was Rinsler's big fighting scene without jets or anything, just actual fighting Sam Flynn, was at the beginning of the movie, and that's really all that you get with him fighting hands-on from the rest of the movie. Just very little after that, but the big scene that he fights in is at the beginning, so I didn't love that. I would rather had a big ending, scene with Rinsler, and then he goes good a little bit later, but he didn't, but that's okay. Rinsler didn't use any of these batons as, like, knives or anything. Any of his accessories that he came with, he didn't use, other than the batons and identity discs. So, he had a bunch of batons, but he didn't create the knives with them or anything, so that was a little bit disappointing. The Blackguards, on the other hand, they did use all of those kind of knives, and the nunchuck thing, they used all of those. So yeah, so the Blackguards really got some good airtime. I was surprised how much they really got in the movie, so that was really cool. the wings on this, they did use once or twice, at least once, and so that was very cool. They don't flap or anything. I didn't think they would, but just to confirm, they didn't flap. They just kind of glided, let them glide and stuff like that. So that was cool. Also, these little circles on the Blackguard's thigh for the 3 3/4, and the deluxe Blackguard's things on his legs. Those are actually bombs that kind of stick on the wall and they blow up and everything. So that was very cool to finally find out what those were. So yeah, so very nice. Whoa, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, so these are very, movie accurate, I think. Accessories aren't that movie accurate, because he really didn't use all the knives and all the things that he came with. He used the batons, but other than that, not much. The batons were used to create, like planes and motorcycles, cars, all that kind of stuff, so that was very cool and very interesting. I really liked that. And if you are going to get some of the toys in this line, oh, and also right here on his elbow, the Blackguard, the 3 3/4 inch, it is actually designed as the baton. It's just really hard to see because it's all one color, but they do have the batons on their elbows in this little toy, which I thought was really neat. I noticed it after putting the batons in his elbows because I was looking for it because I thought maybe that he'd have it. So yeah, so Rinsler got some airtime, but it wasn't that much. He had a decent amount of airtime, but he didn't do a lot of hands-on fighting other than in the beginning. These guys, on the other hand, did a lot of hands-on fighting and were in it a lot more than I expected. So that was very cool. The movie altogether was very nice. The special effects were absolutely amazing, and everything looked very good. As a movie itself, the whole story and everything, yeah, it was pretty good. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't bad. It was pretty decent. So I liked it. You should definitely see it and judge for yourself if you liked it or not. But yeah, it's definitely a movie worth seeing, just as a side movie review, other than the toys compared to the movie. Okay, so very show accurate, all of these, and very cool. Highly recommend that you see the movie and get some of these toys. I think I'm gonna just stick with these guys. I thought about getting Clue, the 3 3/4 and Deluxe, but now I really just I don't think I am. If they go on a big sale, I'll definitely pick them up, but without a big sale, you know, I don't think I'm gonna get them. But they're all still very cool, and I recommend that you pick up some of these guys, especially Blackguard and Rinsler. They're very cool. So there you go. So that is my comparison video to Tron, the toys of Deluxe Blackguard, 3 3/4 Blackguard, Deluxe Rinsler, and 3 3/4 Rinsler. Just comparison video. And then just lastly, I'm just gonna light them all up and shut the lights off so that you can see them all together, lit up. And one more. There we go. Okay, wait for it. One more. So very nice. So yeah, so definitely see the movie, and you might want to pick up some of these toys, especially the Blackguard, because they really had some good airtime. So yeah, so there you go. So that is my comparison video from Tron, Blackguards, and Rinsler compared to the movie. Thanks for watching.